All right, so then I flipped it over. You can see, I can see a goober right there and right there. And I'm starting to wonder if it's going to be difficult to take this tape off. I know when I'm working outside with that tape, I'd like to take it off every week. But that's, that's out in the sun and the elements, and it gets harder to take off over time. But this is inside, it might be okay. Yeah, I'm gonna think it is, but now I also just noticed, got a little hair right here, right there. I didn't see that right after I had varnished, so that's gonna have to be scruffed out of there too. And I noticed that on the other side, when I get these little goobers out of there, that the varnish doesn't really smooth over. It just the crater kind of still remains, so I'm not sure what to do about that. And I have been trying in these crevices, I've been trying really hard not to put a lot of varnish in there, and I can see that there's some places it doesn't seem like it has a whole lot of varnish at all in there. All right, I think I got scruffed up enough. I went a little bit deep on some of those spots, so we'll see what happens. And I've been starting at the top with a small brush and one dip of varnish, and so when I get to the third spot over here, I don't seem to have a lot of varnish left on the brush, I guess, so I'm going to start down at the bottom here and go back in the opposite direction. And this is the other one. I think I got that hair out of there. I had to go down pretty deep with steel wool. So now I'm going to use the tack cloth, or I'm not sure why it's called cheesecloth, but I'm not sure why I call it cheesecloth, except that at some point in time I think it was referred to that, and so I have continued to do that. Anyway, next step is the cheesecloth. Okay, after the cheesecloth or tack cloth on there, just to pick up all of the little particles from the stainless or the steel wool. And I've also had another thought that there are, let's see, I don't know which would be the best way to see it. Let's see, if you look right here, I don't think you can see it, but this is really a two-piece here. It's got a recess. And I'm only going to do this edge here, not that, and then when it's flipped over, I'll work on that little, I don't know what the proper word is. It's not a chamfer, it's not a miter, but it is. There's probably, look at this. It doesn't look that good. I think I'm going to go back and work on that a little bit more before I put another coat on. So I scruffed it up again, and then I put some cheesecloth to clean it, and it didn't look good, so I scruffed it up again, and I thought, well, that looks pretty good. But then when I put the cheesecloth on it, it doesn't look that good. So I scruffed it up again, and I think I did that 3 or 4 times, and this wasn't really seeing much difference. So we'll see what happens now. So my brushes came. That's my bin for my brushes, and I got it from Walmart. I normally get it at Home Depot, but this one, that's really wide. Home Depots don't have that wide of a brush, but that's all right. I got my 2 brushes and my new filter, and still my 96 schooner. I think I'm ready to put another coat. I might put a little bit of thinner in there this time, just a little bit. And I gave up on scruffing for the goobers over there at that one opening. See how it works out. And I also decided not to put any thinner in this also, because then how does it get mixed up? I have to use the paint stirrer. Look at that. That looks new. I have to use the paint stirrer, which then maybe that's where some of the bubbles are coming from when I do that. Anyway, I'm not really lazy. I got plenty of time to do this. There's no big hurry. I'm trying to do a good job, but what I'm saying is I didn't decide against using some thinner in my varnish because I thought we might see some bubbles as a result. It's there. A little weirdness right there too.